We're on a time schedule.
So I just wanted to say the cookies over here are only $2 in the Reading Terminal Market. Chocolate chip walnut. Now if you go to Levan, you're going to pay $5.25. They are a different cookie. So, you know, and of course coming over here, you got to walk over here. Only some people live in this area. But they have very good cookies. But just to give you a price difference, $2. So I could get 2 cookies for $4 today at this, you know, famous 4th Street cookies or whatever they're called. I keep forgetting of famous cookies. And you would pay $5.25 at Levan, which is conveniently in the Rittenhouse Square area for people in that area. So it's also a novelty. I love Levan cookie, but it's like a 7-Eleven-ish. They're open from 7 a.m. till 11 p.m. every day. And I will say this, just be careful when you go in, because people learned to play a game. And they could be people who follow you into the store, they could be the actual employees. Just know that if you go in as a single person alone, there are people who believe that people can be sort of controlled and puppeted. And they might try to play that game to see if you can be controlled or bossed around in line. They'll play magic games, like you think someone's going right and they're going left. It's hard to explain. I had to learn that this actually goes on. And I'm like, really? You know? So this is as close to New York as we can get with all this big signage on Market Street. Market Street's always impressive in that way, although it's not the best walk for tourists, to be honest. If you're looking for, there's a lot of drug activity, and it's not, there's a lot of beautiful places in Philadelphia that Riverwalk. In fact, today there's probably 1 million runners on the Riverwalk, both on either side, on the Schuylkill River or over by Penn's Landing at the Delaware River, because next weekend, I believe it's next weekend, or the weekend after that, it's next weekend, is the Philadelphia Marathon, a tradition. A traditional marathon for many, many years. Like, everybody runs the Philadelphia Marathon if they're avid runners. I don't know if you have to qualify. I'm pretty sure it's not as like New York, you have to qualify. I don't know if there's qualifying runs to be in certain corrals, like to be in the front runner section of Philadelphia Marathon. I'm not sure, but there's Federal Donuts over there. I used to work in this building. It used to be like a social services building, and I was a part-time counselor. Canopy, it says. Wayward, Girard, or Mom's Organic Market. I see it as a metaphor for the Drug Enforcement Agency. Just because I see it as Can Opiate, because they have OPY in cursive, and the Wayward, Girard would represent Girard Avenue. Anything north of Girard, you're getting into drug neighborhoods. And it's the same here, like anything south of Washington Avenue, then it starts to kind of get that feeling. So Girard and Washington would be like the buffer zones for Center City, I guess, as best as can be, even though they keep trying to build out farther and farther out, and so forth and so on. So here we are on Chestnut and 11th, or I'm sorry, 12th. 12th and Chestnut. The 1100 block is that way, and then officially this would be 12th, and then anything west is on the 1200 number system. This is the white building over here. I always wondered like who lives in there. Every once in a blue moon I'll see someone go in and out, but rarely. I'm hardly ever in this neighborhood any longer, but in the past I used to live in this neighborhood, and still I rarely saw anyone go in and out that building. I feel like I walked around a lot. So Sueno, Kichi, Omakase or something, I don't know. these are sort of like carnival restaurants is how I see them, because they just have that feel, and they change themes. Like for Halloween, they'll have a Halloween theme at the one restaurant, and so go this way or go across. Beyond hello. Irish setter or golden retriever. It would be like a red golden or an Irish. I guess it's a golden retriever. Really, it was very red for one. Irish setters usually are thinner with longer hair, I believe. And golden retrievers usually are more golden and less red, but Goldie, part of the Israeli Soul Collective. Used to be Merkaz or what have you, and they changed it to Goldie. They have really good tahina shakes. And now some people on the streets would wonder, like, oh, does she live here? Like, it's hard to know. No one knows who anyone is. And no, I absolutely do not live here. I don't know how much these are, but I'm pretty sure they're a pretty penny. There are affordable ways to live in the city. This would be on the not so affordable side. This is, new-ish since 2016, 17, 18. And we have I don't know if that's Greta Garbo or who. I forget who that's supposed, or Grace Kelly. Maybe it's Grace Kelly, and there's that song from Mika, da 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 da. Or I forget. I kind of have the tune, but won't come through 100%. I know it, but that's in cartoon motion. Life in Cartoon Motion was the name of that album. Some birds flying up there to whatever that's called over there. So this would be one way to see if anyone. And impressive. Now, do you think those people followed me from half a block or 3/4 of a block ago? It's possible. That's what I have been trained to do, to sidestep people who need to follow you where you go. I can hear without a phone. So some people wear earbuds to show that they can hear without a phone. And we have a lot of people who work together of all groups, all different types of people. Everybody learned how to stalk in different capacities, and they just pick on people, especially like single people who are walking alone.
I want another Coke.